Ready.
Hi, Gail.
How are you guys? Looking up at you. That's a new twist, huh?
Hi. I thought you always looked up to me, Gail.
I look up to you, but not physically. Physically, I go like this.
Meow. Because I'm goblin-sized. Okay. Speaking of things of small stature, this is the Mahlkonig Pro-Am Espresso. What are you going to do with it today?
I'm going to show you how to clean it, how to take it apart and clean it.
Okay. And first off, if I have the regular Pro-Am or the Pro-Am Espresso, do I follow the same process?
Same difference.
Okay, so there's no difference except for like they have this little screen. Okay, cool. Let's see it.
Got my head going. Okay, so there's a gate valve under here, which is kind of hard to get at, but it's there, nevertheless. So you're going to have a screwdriver anyway, so shut off the gate valve so that you can take the hopper off. And this hopper is just like not even a quarter turn. And up she comes.
Okay.
Just like that. There's your
And then
hopper, which you can clean. Yeah, you can just
soap and water.
dump the garbage right here.
And then we've got some leftover beans in here.
We're gonna dump those beans.
Okay.
And we can just wash this with soap and water. See? And then the beans, what I do for that is either you can dump it upside down in the garbage or shop vac.
Shop vac is more fun though, Gail.
Shop vac is our friend.
Okay.
So what you do is take this off first, and it's a number 2 bit.
Okay.
Which is very small, and it's a hex bit. And take off the portafilter holder. Take this off too. Get that out of the way. Patrick was kind enough to loan this to me. Take that off. Now, upside down, here's 2 more screws right here.
The same.
Oh, wait a minute. Phillips. And we gotta have a small one, a small bit. So I do have, I believe, a small Phillips right here. I have one of these multi-tool things.
They're so fancy.
Oh, yeah, well, guess what? It just gets you by sometimes when you're kind of like, oh, what am I gonna do now? Little teeny number 1 Phillips. Take these out. You know, if you have something to cushion this, I suppose it's not really good to be sitting on the display like that. Try to be gentle. You could hang it off the edge of your countertop, you know, like this.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea.
Take these out. Let's put these where we won't lose them. And then this whole case is going to come right off.
Oh, the whole top.
The whole top comes off.
Oh.
Now, you can leave this attached if you want, or you can take this wire off. Either way.
And that is that something that only is on the Pro-Am Espresso because it has the screen?
Electronics.
Okay.
Yep.
So if you didn't have that version, you wouldn't have that little.
You wouldn't have to worry about it.
Okay.
So now you want to take your flat blade, which here it is, on the other end of my multi-tool, and we're going to take off these 2 screws right here
on the sides.
And on this machine, you will not you lose your grind setting because you're taking off the top burr. The bottom burr is the one that changes.
That's what it moves up and down for your adjustment. Oh, cool.
So the bottom burr is going to stay in there, no sweat. The top one's coming off, and it's going to be. Now let's try not to lose those. Oh, gotta take off this other little one too. I forgot about it.
Oh, that's at the
that
chute.
One right there at the chute. And I'm going to show you about the chute too.
Chute, Gail.
Chute. The chute will typically be clogged up with a lot of ground coffee. Yep. This comes off.
A little collar kind of a thing.
Little collar. This comes off. Like that.
Oh, wow.
And typically there'd be all ground coffee clogged up in here. Then there it is. Okay. It's a little rubber flap.
Yeah.
Take that off. See?
Whoa.
There you go. And you know, these grinders sometimes get clogged up, so this is how you fix it, folks.
Yeah.
Put these aside so we don't lose them. And this is a part of that chute situation. Oh, shoot. See? This is where this engages with this. The chute came right off with it.
So you're really seeing, they're really taking the whole shebang, like the top of usually this kind of is like the around still, so this is kind of down in there, but you can really easily get at this with a vacuum.
Right, and I'm not going to disturb it until the vacuum hits it because it'll go down inside, and then you got to turn it upside down to, you know, tap on it and it would come out. But yeah, this is easier. So I'm going to vacuum this out. Dislodged all of that around there with brush while the vacuum was running so it didn't fall down into the machine.
Now, so sometimes we say, oh, you can use compressed air or vacuum. This guy, you really need a vacuum.
Yeah, you probably would prefer to use a vacuum, but let's say you do compressed air. You can blow down in there, turn it upside down, blow it out. So
it just seems like the...
I think you'd be okay. Honest to goodness. Honest to goodness. So I'm just dislodging the last little bit that the brush didn't get. And this is just a prying kind of a tool. This is what I
any little dude
cat with. Quink, quink. Any little dude, yeah. It's like a dentist.
Okay.
Backing that up. Like the dentist in your mouth where they go
suction.
Okay, hang tight. See? Dislodge that
stuff. You know, Gail, my dentist doesn't use a vacuum for suction.
What do they use?
They use like an actual just dental suction thing. I don't know why yours is using a vacuum. You might want to report them.
Yeah. Oh, why does it say shop vac on all your tools?
Okay, so then you're just going to clean that guy out a little bit too.
The chute as well. If there's anything in there, get it all out of there. That does not deserve to be there. And then put it back together.
All right.
So when you put it back together, note that this is where this slides into this. This is rounded in the back. This is rounded back here and square in the front. So you want to match up the round with the round. Just like that. And then you want to, this points toward the chute.
Do you want to put the little dude on first?
That's what I'm going to see. I want to see if it made a difference.
I guess you can't really, yeah.
Nope,
okay.
We can do it after.
Okay, all right.
Get these screws. They're a machine screw, whereas this is like a sheet metal screw. You want to make sure you got the right ones. I'm going to slip them down in there so I don't lose it inside the machine. So now they're ready to slip right in there. And then this plastic corresponds with that. Woohoo! Hold still. Oh.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
This is very involved.
It's more involved than most cleaning.
Yeah.
But You take this thing apart, man, you're getting at everything, really.
Yeah.
You're getting the shoe.
Really thorough cleaning.
Yep.
How often would I want to do this, Gail?
If you're using an oily bean, I would do this probably every couple of months.
Okay.
And I would put grinds through it with an oily bean every
weeks or so?
every week, week and a half,
Okay.
to 2, right in through there.
And if I'm using just a medium roast bean, I might want to do this every 6 months or so?
Yep.
Okay.
Exactly. And put the grinds through every couple of months. So now we're going to put that little teeny weeny screw right back in here where it was. Got to get the teeny weeny bit. Cat says I don't have a steady hand.
I do.
Yeah, I think you maybe did one.
Gail's like, on February 3rd, 2009.
That's right. Okay.
Okay.
Put this back together, and don't forget to hook her back up.
Mm-hmm. That's going to be a sad moment.
Just a plug-in like you have on the earphones and things.
Cool.
Kind of nice, huh?
Yeah.
Make sure the wires are not getting pinched. Put this back in here. Push this back. There's a couple little tabs that need to go in there. Oh, it's in already. That's it. I think that's it anyway. Let's see. Yep, looking good to me.
Okay.
Turn it back upside down.
You want me to hold it there?
I think it's going to hold itself there.
Oh, okay.
Now that it's pinched against the... Come on, this one here. There's the little rubber ding-dong from the other side that we were looking at. Yep. Rubber ding-dong. Very technical.
Mm-hmm.
And then, just going to wipe this out. You can see those coffee residuals up in there. I see a little in this down in here too. I'm going to vacuum that out of there. See it? So before I put this porta holder back on, while you have it off, these little screws here, that same number 2, you can adjust for your portafilter up and down for the size of your portafilter so it hooks in here properly and,
perfect.
and nestles itself. But you kind of have to have it off to do it.
So you did soap. You
I washed it.
Scrubbed that guy down.
I just washed it. I didn't scrub it.
Gail.
I don't scrub anything.
Gail.
Well, okay, I scrubbed it.
Okay.
You're right. Back in there.
I'm not like trying to get in your business.
Get in my business. Go ahead. What else is
There we go.
There's a couple of slots that this thing slides into. It's real easy. You get it close, it'll suck right in.
Okay.
Whoop. Don't leave the bit behind.
And then you also wash the hopper and stuff as well. So
Yep,
that's all nice
everything
and
looks good
squeaky
up here. You
clean.
can wipe off this gasket up here if need be.
Okay.
You know, if it needs it. So back on. You'll feel it click down in, and then that quarter turn. And here's the lid. Look how clean she looks.
Muy
I didn't
bonita.
do this, but I can do that later.
Cool.
This
All
is
right.
This is the crumb catcher down here.
So that is how to care for, clean the Mahlkonig Pro M and Pro M Espresso.
Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's the same. Yeah, it's the same with the displayer. Doesn't make any difference. It still comes apart in the same way.
Cool. All right.
Alrighty.
Thanks, Gail.
Hey, you're welcome.